Yo, welcome back. It's time for another episode of Made in the 1980s. If you're unaware by now, but because this could be the first time you're listening or watching. I am Kev from the port, and I got my guy with me one more time. And as always, I'm going to let him introduce himself for y'all because he needs no introduction from my angle. Pause.
You can't be doing that.
I mean, hey,
It's your boy Wayne Dang, aka don't try to be me because you're gonna fail at it.
Let him know.
You can't be me. It's impossible.
It's impossible. That is, you know what? Actually, that's a really great way to start off any episode. It's individuality. Lost art nowadays. And I never thought that would be such a thing. Like there are so many people trying to be somebody else or somebody that versus just being themselves with maybe some plug and play from here and there, some attributes, some characteristics. Like people really want to just be like somebody else. It's kind of weird, kind of crazy.
Yeah, we live in a weird time, man. Like a person can never solely just be them. Like the most genuine person took an accolade from somebody. Like whether it be some type of slang or fashion or it all stemmed from somewhere. But like you said, when you got people where your soul, like the Chris Brown thing, like you dudes is actually out here wanting to be Breezy. Let me get my hair cut like Breezy. Let me dress like Breezy. Let me get the same piercings as some weirdos, man.
Yeah, man. And it's like, but once we get down to the same tattoos, now we're bugging out.
Bugging.
And I think it's only fair that we tell the people, when Wang says that, he's not saying that, hey, you don't need to aspire to be a superstar like Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying, or to be a great dancer or entertainer, actor, rapper even. He's not saying that. He's saying like, yo, you shouldn't ever be outside and people be like, hey, look at this Chris Brown looking nigga. Or be like, oh, what's up, Lil Breezy? First of all, one, yourself to be called Lil anything that's another man that's not your father. Crazy. Super crazy. Like you should never want that to be the thing. Like you should never be the baby, the junior of any other man that's not a blood relative of yours. And hopefully it's your father. I'll give y'all a pass on brothers. I'll give you a pass. Maybe the uncle that took care of you the most. Maybe. But when you just want to be like another man in your neighborhood, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm super good. Like, no, like I used to have this thing. I get it. I understand where it came from. I understand how it stemmed, but I just refuse to accept it. For everybody that don't know, my real name is Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a little motherfucker. I'm a big ass dude.
Talk to him.
But don't call me Big D.
Whoa, yeah, whoa.
Don't call me that shit. Like, look, I get where your brain is going, but don't take your brain there.
Yeah. Literally.
There's no way that can roll off the tongue. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. Ayo to all of this.
the whole conversation.
It's like, yeah, what in the world?
I will not be responding. I will completely and totally, because you're not talking to me.
Yeah, man. And if you want to, basically, if you want to give out a surname or a nickname, just be creative, man. Just don't go for the lowest of hanging fruit, because it might happen to be like, and what's so wild? Pause all of this, right? You picked two names that you just shouldn't put big in front of. Like, well, another man is calling you, like, hey, yo, what up, Big D? I'm like, oh, stop it. But then it's like, hey, yo, Big Wang. I'm like, oh,
Whoa.
wow. Wait a minute.
Hey,
So, yeah.
don't make me look bad while making yourself look bad.
Yeah.
Because see, then people gonna be, well, how he know you got? Whoa, hey,
right.
look.
It's like, first of all, who said that? But it's like, yo, like, relax. It is enough of that going around here where we don't need to contribute to it in an
Not
unsavory
at all.
way. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Well, now that is out the way, intros are in. You know, we've been sitting on this topic for a while, and I think it's no better time to talk about it than right now, especially with the last 2 weeks that I've had. We're going to talk about just the workforce, like networking, connecting, career advancement, and everything that encompasses that. Before I share my stories, and again, I wish people could hear some of our off mic conversations because we got another fire show that's gonna be paywalled. I'm just letting y'all know now. But what I want to ask you off the rip today: do Black people want to help Black people?
No.
No. And it's no, but
no,
it hurts that that's the first thing on your mind, though, right?
Because it pains me that's what it pains me that's my truth.
Yeah.
And I say that specifically, it's my truth.
Mm-hmm.
I have put so many people, my people, Black people, in so many great positions, only for them to spit on me at the end of it.
Mm.
I mean, I'm talking like people walking in the door making the highest of payment because I vouched for them, only for them to not show up for work no more. You know, like you didn't have to start at the bottom because I knew you and you called me, hey, bro, I'm trying to, hey, let me holler at some people out. Every single time I've been let down.
Damn.
So in my experience, I'm at a point now, no, I don't want to help more Black people. And that's sad. Because here it is, I'm using up favors on people that don't even respect the fact that I'm using these favors for them.
Wow. Hey, yo, you're saying something really powerful right here. You're saying something really powerful. I want to stop you right there. I want to stop you right there because, man, you are extremely accurate in that. You know, obviously, we're like the first generation of Black individuals, Black Americans, if you will, that didn't necessarily have to start from all the way in the back of the marathon. At least we're the generation we can line up at the first line with your white counterparts, your Asian, your Latin, Latinx counterparts, right? We don't have to be all the way at the back. But even with that, there's a lot of work that goes in with just being Black and working. Because, you know, our mothers and fathers and also our grandfathers and grandmothers may not have gotten a lot of the chances and opportunities that we can seemingly get within like 3 to 5 years, probably even less than, depending on how hard you work, right?
Right.
But then on the flip side of that, a lot of the people amongst you, they want to run along with you, but might trip you in the process, but they fall too. So now we all losing. Yep. And and that is rough. And also, speaking more to your point, you got many of us that we win the race. We win the race, and now we want to show other people how to win the race.
How to win the race.
I'm like, hey, bro, your race is coming up. I want it. Let me tell you how to train so you can win this race. And you think they're listening. They seem very receptive, but once the race goes bad, or once, hey, they show up late for the race, they don't get out the block quick enough. They think the best way to win the race is to get somebody else disqualified in the race. And you're left like, yo, I didn't do any of this and I won. I'm trying to help you win as well. And look what you're doing. It's almost like they don't even understand, to flip it back to your point, the work that you put in to get where you are is building the pathway for more people, specifically that look like you, to be awarded opportunities. Because the goal, whether we accept it or not, the goal and the mission, whether we accept it or not, is that my road will be harder so everybody else's won't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
But when you don't even respect that. And then two, when you just automatically feel that, oh, well, it just should be this way, like that entitlement kicks in, that makes it even worse. Because now, whether we are relatives, best friends, whatever, worst enemies, no matter what, a lot of companies are still ran by people that don't look like us. And if we are in situations where we're the only person that look like us, and we bring in somebody that look like us, and then they fuck up opportunities for people that look like us, now, unfortunately, we both holding the bag. And that sucks.
It was a situation locally where guy, business owner, thriving business. His biggest pitfall was he continued to hire family and friends.
Damn it.
So when hiring family and friends, people don't want to show up for work. They're leaving when they want to. They're doing all the things that they wouldn't do if they worked for a different corporation.
Mm-hmm.
But because one of the employees, he hired his sister. His sister's in the facility arguing with customers, and her justification is, my brother owned this.
Damn.
So, me on the outside looking in on that situation, you have a sense of entitlement that you're not even entitled to, on top of being inconsiderate because you're jeopardizing your brother's facility.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't go to Walmart and say that. You wouldn't work at Target and say that. You wouldn't work at Burger King and say that. But because this is your brother's facility, you feel that you have. Back to the original question. That is the reason why I personally am at the point where it's like, do I help more Black people? They've always let me down.
Mm.
My own son let me down, bro.
Dang it.
My own son let me down. I know what type of kid my son is. My son is really introverted. He doesn't really like to deal with people. I got him in at this facility that I've been at almost 10 years. I've held damn near every position that this facility can have.
Mm.
So I got a little bit of clout.
Yeah.
I ain't, if I say, hey, give this person a shot, 9 times out of 10, they'll listen. Not so much anymore because all you motherfuckers have fucked it up.
Dang it, man.
But my own son, I got my son in this position, coming to the door, $20 an hour.
Ooh, HNIC.
18 years old, no responsibilities. Still lives at home with his parents. Parents still pays all his bills and all of that. $20 an hour.
Mm.
He made it a month and a half. Now, don't get me wrong. The job that I put him in, it's a boring job. But I went and bought him these headphones
Mm-hmm.
that look like earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
Pop the earplugs in, play your music, focus on your job. You don't like to talk to people? This is why I said put you here, because you don't have to deal with anybody. Your supervisor may come ask you a question or give you a direction because something to change. Say, okay, do your job, listen to your music, stay out of the way. I walk up to the building just to check on him. He doesn't have the earplugs that I gave him. He has some AirPods in his ears. Take those out. Use what I gave you. You're not supposed to be listening to music. I'm giving you a cheat code.
Right.
I'm giving you a cheat code. Take those out. Put the ones in that I gave you. Well, Dad, they don't sound that good. I don't care. You're not supposed to have them. This is something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
About 2-3 days later, I go to get him so we can go get some lunch. He got the earpods back in. Take the fucking earpods out. Use what I gave you.
Yeah.
So he pulls them out of his pocket, boom. So I got a buddy, my man Danny. Danny's like my work bestie. Danny, hey, he been keeping an eye on my boy. Yeah, but I'm sick of telling his ass about them damn earpods. I go over there, lo and behold, got the earpods in. So you just gonna refuse to do what I'm telling you to do because I'm telling you for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, Dad, my bad. He takes them out and puts the ones that I gave him in. Already long story. The HR lady sees him with the fucking the AirPods in.
Damn.
By request, take those out. You got to put some regular earplugs in. We don't want you listening to music. Okay. And any HR person, they're going to say it. Then they're going to double back on your ass before the end of the day just to see if you're still doing what they asked you to do.
Facts.
She doubles back. Got the motherfucking AirPods back in.
No. Go on, bro. No.
Yeah, go empty out your locker and go home.
Yeah.
So he calling me, man, Dad, they tripping. You think they ain't already came and talked to me? I know you did exactly what you did to me.
Yeah.
Disobeyed an order.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not going to go talk to them. No, I'm not going to go save your job. Nigga, you cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to learn the hard way.
And what's so disappointing, I'm sure for you, even with this, but is just the story, no matter who's in the story. He went through 2 tiers of people trying to look out for him before it even got that far.
Yeah.
So we're just like, bro, like, we're not telling you this to be a dick. We're not telling you this because we hating or we don't want you to be comfortable here. This is how you navigate these waters because we're here to make money. like, hey, that be the thing that boggles my mind in the environment when you have the person that is just fucking up for the sake of fucking up. Right. Yeah. It's just like, hey man, we're here to get money. I don't know what you're doing, but you should stop it. You should do what we're doing because this is how you get your check. This is how you get your check and get out the way. Like that should be the thing that you want to do when you walk through that door and you clock in. Like you just want to get your bag, get your check, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that even in itself was the more disappointing part. It's like, yo, look, I'm already telling you, one, I got you hired. I'm trying to tell you, my man's who's looking out for you for me has told you, and you still want to be defiant in that realm as well.
Yeah, like dude, like it was. And the crazy part is, like you said, people that's already been through the race and won the race, trying to coach somebody on how to win the race. These headphones that I gave him, I used for 6 fucking years, and nobody ever knew.
Mm,
I use these headphones. Like you can buy them at Menards. They look just like regular earplugs, same color
mm.
and everything, orange and blue.
Wow.
Plug right into your phone. I used them for 6 years. And if any of the supervisors did know before I became one, they was like, they're good enough dupes that I don't care.
There you go. There you go.
They look good enough to pass. So do what you do because the job is getting done.
Right. Exactly.
So whether they knew or not, I don't know. Nobody ever said anything to me.
Right.
So just listen to what I'm saying. I am guiding you into the win.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But which one do you think is worse though? The one that just utterly lets you down, or the one that comes into the job and feels like they don't have to do anything because their boss is black and they're black, or
Whoa. Man, oh man. So when you say that, I I do have one that's worse than all of those, and I'll explain why. But
oh, shit.
to answer your direct question, definitely the I'm black, you black, we black, I ain't doing shit. It's definitely that one. It's definitely that one. And now I'm gonna delve into my life a little bit here. And I won't name names, even though I should, because fuck some of y'all, but whatever. So I walk
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just
Yeah.
being honest.
Yes.
So I walk into a situation where I am now the other black manager. Into, there's a white manager who's the head, like she's the head, like she's the GM. Me and this other black woman are the assistants. And the other assistant is over like talent and scheduling and all that. And at first, I didn't realize. I didn't walk into the situation thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be a total shit show." I didn't think that. I was like, "Yo, this is going to be positive." I was like, "Okay, man, we got black people here." No wonder it looks so diverse or whatever. As I get into the gig, and I'm trying to implement what I need to do because I'm in charge of the experience, which personally I think the person over experience should also be the person over talent, because I need people that I feel are talented enough to carry out the experience. But that's neither here nor there. Um, so, so what I'm getting at here when I say this, unfortunately, some people that happen to be black that are over talent will hire other black people that are just like them,
Mm.
or worse. So there was a schedule that was put out there that I know if they're all on the clock, the only thing that's going to get done is a lot of catty and immature gossiping. And that's all that's going to get done. Like, they are not going to be out on the floor greeting the guests, trying to help people. They're going to help who they like. They go, "Oh, hey girl, hey, what's happening? Oh, look what you got on." And talk all this for somebody to walk around the door because they want a discount and it ain't no sale. And then there's just this aspect. So now, even with that, you got beef within the team, because one Thursday, three of them could decide they don't like the fourth one. So now, not only are we not doing our job, we're not even getting along and getting the shit done for the store. So for me, I'm like, I come into this, and I like to think of myself as a culture creator. Matter of fact, hey, for the company I worked for, before I left, I was the culture champion for my store. And they were like, yo, this is what we're talking about. Like I was training and cultivating and uplifting people, giving information. I was helping. Even some of them chatty patty gossiping ass bitches and hoes, some of them actually liked me and was like, yo, I see what you're doing. She is hating. She is fucking hating on you. I don't get it. I was like, yeah, I don't either. But see, this is why y'all gotta align yourself with just higher caliber humans. Stop hanging out with piss poor humans and you'll be something. I promise. Like, that's all you gotta do. I was like, it ain't even about being black. I was like, because we not the same type of black person.
No.
I was like 5 more people like me to be around. And I was like, and I hate to talk about myself like that, but if that's the other blueprint and she older than me, and I came in basically at the lateral at her position, obviously she losing. And not for nothing, store closing down, she had to beg to get placed somewhere else because nobody else wanted her. That's neither here nor there. I have always been an advocate for us, but it is hard to do that when a good percentage, I don't want to say most, but it might just be most of us.
I'm gonna say most. In my experience, I'm gonna say most.
Most of us will get a position of authority or just a half ounce of power, and we think the job is done. And then we put ourselves in the trick bag because now you can't level yourself up. And now, unfortunately, employers or just companies in general are now trying to connect the dots. Oh, what attributes or what qualities does that person have is just like that person? Because if they are too much alike, we can't hire this one. Because look what happened with this one. And see, a lot of you don't know that as well. It's like, look, sometimes the worst thing you can do is be just like the person that they already hired. Sometimes that is the absolute worst thing you can do because they'll be like, oh, so we're going to get another one. We're going to get another one of them that's going to get far enough. And when they got enough money, they're going to stop working. They're going to start calling off. All of a sudden, they're going to be sick all the time. They're going to be trying to file workman's comp. They're not trying to really do the work. And if you do say something, they're going to scream discrimination. They're going to scream racism. They're going to try to get somebody fired. And again, just like Wayne was saying, look, I'm telling you, from my work experience, the things that I've saw as well as went through, I've seen people that happen to be black that don't do their fucking job. Bottom line, you don't do your fucking job. And then when somebody threatens to let you go or tries to proposition you to quit or terminate you, you immediately run to how you about to sue. Sue for what?
We talked about that one already. Look, you old woe is me ass.
Man.
No, it's not the establishment. You were a shitty employee.
Yeah.
Your attendance was horrible. Your work ethic was horrible. You had a fucked up ass attitude. Keep you.
You're lucky we acknowledge.
Hey, the fuck out of here. I had a guy, black kid, and he over time though he did listen.
Mm-hmm.
But his whole thing was my supervisor's black. And the conversation that me and him had once he realized, like, bro, I don't know what you think this is. I don't know if you think because I'm black, I'm just supposed to give you an automatic pass or shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where your brain is. I'm like, but at the end of the day, what you have to understand is I have a job to do. And my job is to make sure you do your job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fire you, but I will.
Mm-hmm.
So for a couple days, man, that's fucked up, man. Yo, they're trying to fire me, yo. So a couple people bring the conversation back to me. Man, hey, man, kind of pissed off, said you're threatening to fire me. So I go holler at him. You tell me why. I you give me the reason why I was ready to fire you.
Mhm.
I mean, I ain't never at my workstation. I'm always on my phone, and so I should fire you right now.
Right.
You know all the reasons why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling about you, so I should fire you right now, sir.
Yeah.
But he needed somebody to put that on his head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The kid is still there, and he's actually moving up the rank
Awesome.
because he with mind you another black supervisor.
Nice.
So it's
See.
like it's not that they can't get it.
Right.
Either you don't want to get it, or nobody told you how to get it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you can tell them how to get it. They still don't want to get it.
Hey, very important here. Very important here. And I kind of want to segue as well as stay on the same topic, because I do think that, Black leadership, right? Black leadership is the real issue here. And whether it is strong leadership, weak leadership, or non-existent leadership. And this is something that we have to do. We have to fix within ourselves. And Wang, I'm going to salute you for being a Black leader. And I say that because, you are not only a leader in your job, your profession, right? You're also a leader in your house. You know what I'm saying? You are an active and present father that's showing guidelines. And, even though obviously the story that you shared with your own son, it went left, but that's a different story. And I'm going to segue into that. And even in your community or whatever, in your own way, like I've never known you to be a follower. It's really what I'm getting at here. I've never known you to be a follower. We've known each other for at least 30 years at this point. So, and I have never known you to be a follower. And, that is kind of our other issue, right? We, some of us that don't get a blueprint on how to lead now kind of don't expect to follow any kind of leadership. Unfortunately, a lot of us, us being Black people, the Black delegation of the United States of America, we feel that we always got to work without a net. We got to work without a net, and we just going to decide, oh, this is who I'm going to be. Or, oh, we Black, we just got to gang up, and that's going to get it done. And it's like, well, no, that's us collabing and coming together. That's one piece of it. But somebody does have to step forward as a leader. And that's not saying that one person has to lead many. That means a few can lead the many. And because everybody has a different style in which they want to lead. What I love what you're telling about this young guy that is working with you is that you were a Black supervisor and a Black person in a leadership position. So is this other gentleman. And now he's found two Black people that he can listen to. And I like the fact that you kicked just some real logical shit to him, right? You gave him the logic of, hey, well, you know what to do and you're not doing it. And I should fire you. And you're upset about that concept. But hey, when do you fix that for the both of us? Because I should fire you and I'm not. So technically, I'm out of pocket here.
Out of pocket as fuck.
But I'm giving you a chance to have that light bulb go off. Understand that you out of pocket too. And if you fix your pocket, both of our pockets will be straight.
Yeah, like, dude, fucking awesome kid though, man. But that stems from a conversation that I had with a couple friends probably about a year ago. That level of leadership, like, when was the last time you heard one of the young cats talk highly in a positive manner of a big homie?
Man, yeah. Man, it's been...
That shit don't exist no more.
Yeah.
So think about it. Cam, us growing up, if One of our big cousins' friends saw us doing some shit wrong,
Mhm.
got on our ass.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't see that no more.
Yeah. We also had Scotty Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing. A lot of y'all need a Scotty Lewis. And if you're from Freeport, our Freeport, old Freeport, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The dude that just happened to be riding around, know your mama, know your daddy, telling you, man, hey, look, come to the rack. Come to the rack, get off the street, get out of this foolishness, play some ball, do something, or just kick it here. Just hang out here. You ain't gotta do nothing. Just don't be outside on bull. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the door was always open. I never felt that. Also, because respect to Scotty Lewis forever. I also, whenever I seen him, whether I was riding my bike around or not, he was just always inviting me, even though he knew I probably wasn't in much of nothing. But just like, yo, hey, yo, when you come into the rack, or just even the aspect of knowing that it was there and it wasn't gonna be like, oh man, I gotta ask mom for a bunch of money, you know what I'm saying, to come over here, you know what I'm saying? A few dollars, and that's really for me to get some pop and some candy or whatever, and some snacks if I want to walk to 80's or something like that. It's like there's not enough older guys, big homies, OGs, whatever you want to call it, that's actively telling kids to, hey man, get somewhere where something positive is happening for you. Now, at the same time, I do understand that there aren't a lot of those things that exist no more. Like, we grew up in the era of the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA. That was the spot, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of towns, a lot of cities, they just don't have them anymore, or in a lot of ways, they kind of priced us out, which
Yeah.
also sucks. But you know what? To me, that's still a reason for now big homies and OGs to have that one crib to kick it at, or we're gonna be at the park on these days. Come out with us at the park, you know, and and resolve that energy, that rambunctious, anxious, I gotta do some energy. We'll do it out here where it's safe, where somebody looking out for you. We're not sending you on dummy missions. We're not trying to make you crash out on nothing. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna have an activity. Something like that needs to be done. I've been thinking about that myself, just as my daughter gets older and the people that she's around is older, and I'm also a store manager, and I'm hiring young people, and we're gonna get to that as well. and I'm hiring young people, and what I expect to see from young people when they present themselves to me, and how. So man, I you're right, because most likely in this era especially, even though we were a little guilty of this too, so we're not just gonna blame all of you young people.
Oh yeah.
So sometime the badge of honor was, yeah, man, my big cousin just did 7 years. Hey, I think my cousin killed dude, or shot at them, or my uncle sold drugs, or like, what I'm saying, like it was almost like however many stripes in the street that you got, that meant that your big homie, your OG, the people you looked up to were official. And it's like, man, it was never about that. And now we live in a time where, nobody's leading nobody. You know what I'm
No.
saying? And that's even worse, because now it's a kamikaze mission where nobody's respected on any level, and we gotta redirect or recalibrate that as well.
But yeah, but back to what you just said, because it was really funny. 'Cause back to the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
The way these kids show up for interviews,
Hey,
like,
fam.
like
Oh my God, fam! Please go ahead. I'm piggybacking off of this.
okay, look, check it out. Now, when I was a supervisor, I didn't necessarily do the interviewing. The HR did all of that, and then they would let me know that night, be looking for XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had this young lady show up for work. She did wash her face.
Yikes.
Still had the slob going across her face.
Oh no. I mean, she was late.
Still had the crust and stuff in her eyes.
Yeah.
A pair of I work in a factory.
Mm-hmm.
You show up in a pair of Crocs?
Oh no. No.
Ma'am, did you and the HR lady discuss attire? Yeah. Ma'am, I can't let you work in Crocs. I mean, these are the only shoes I got. Not my problem.
Yeah.
I can't let you start in a pair of Crocs.
Yeah.
So thinking on my toes, I call the guy that was running sanitation for Third at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What size shoes do you have? I think she said she wore like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I need a size 7 in rubber boots.
Proactive.
He comes to the front. He passed me the rubber boots. I'm not wearing those.
Ma'am, the fact that you only can afford Crocs means you should wear these.
You do us both a favor. You just go ahead and head home, and I'll let HR let me know to find somebody else.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna go ahead and get you out the way right now.
Yeah.
Like I done had like I said, I work in a factory. I done had people show up. I saw a young man show up in a t-shirt that had nothing but profanity on it. Like it was like a box. It was a black t-shirt. It was a box, probably 8 by 8 inches.
Wow.
And on the inside, it was like, fuck the law, fuck the president, fuck the government, fuck you.
Yo. Oh man.
I never saw him after that day, but it's like, this is what you chose to wear to your interview, sir?
Yeah, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Hey, real quick on the first young lady. I've been like, well, sweetheart, listen, you're either going to wear these or you're going to take the last $3 you have. You're going to go to Walmart. You're going to buy you some Caterpillars or some Wolverines. I don't know what they call it, but you're going to have to buy those and come back. And it's like, because again, hey, look, if Crocs are the only shoes you have, then you obviously you need this job more than I need you to be here. Like the leverage is on my end now. Like you would think, but it's like, hey, yo, these people in search of employment will tell you different. Let me share with you a couple stories about trying to hire directly. See, you know, when I took over the store, I work for a menswear store. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, I get fly for life, y'all. This is kind of what I do, right?
I'm super jealous of that. So just to let you know, super jealous of that.
You know what I'm saying? And I must admit, I do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I didn't think I would, but yes, it's been the most creative and innovative blessing to me. Redacted, because we'll probably talk off air. But now for me, I was raised, again, this is made in the 1980s. I was born in the 80s. And when I was 15, 16, so this is like 95, 96. I was preparing to get another job because I had a paper route. I washed dishes at the Beltline Cafe like once. They let me go instantly because I was underage, but we won't get into how I got in there. But after the paper route money just wasn't good enough and I wanted to make more bread, I went on the hunt for another job. And I was always told, hey, Cam, look your best. You want to come there like you are ready to work. And this is before the era of dress for the job. You know what I'm saying? So like, even if I was going to work for civil construction, I was told you better show up in a shirt and tie.
Yes.
That's what I was told. Like, so I still carry that mentality. And I felt that I was going to hire some people or at least get interviews from people that felt the exact same way I did, Wayne. Boy, was I wrong. Again, I work for a menswear store. Menswear isn't the title of the name of this store. There's a couple people I will never forget in this interviewing process of hiring my team this year. And I'm going to leave their names out of it because it's sad I remember them. Sad I remember their names. But here's what it is. First young brother. Again, because I'm trying to hire black men and women. Dude, first mistake was on me. Video call situation with the system kind of felt super janky. I was like, sorry, my brother. Something's wrong with the system. Let's set up an in-person interview. I want you to come into the store. And since we kind of playing video tag and this ain't working, this, that, and whatever. So I don't get a response from dude, which I was like, it's cool, no worries, because I don't think another interview set for that day. Tell me when my man's come in. He comes in the store and he asks for me. The manager was like, hey, yo, Cam, I think dude here is for you. So now he gave homie name. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I was like, which one is it? He was like, it's dude. I was like, oh no, this can't be right. Interview, right? Supposed to be in video. I invite him to come in person. Menswear store. You tell me why. Homie showed up. Gray hoodie. Pajama pants. And some New Balance that looked like he cut the grass in them on the weekends. And I was like, so this is obviously what I missed on the video call. But why was the hoodie? That's the one. Why was that the choice? Menswear store. Show up in the hoodie. But now I see your full attire when you come into the store. And then you tell me that you're here for the interview. I'm like, oh my God. But you know what? Still, Wang, because like you, I want to look out for us. Maybe this brother's personality is going to be off the charts, and I just got to tweak the appearance factor. Because I'm willing to do that. I've done that. Sit my brother down. So, man, apologies for the video call going left. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so glad you could make it in still anyway. So tell me, man, out of all the places that you wanted to work or apply for, why did you choose Redacted? Oh, man, because I like the dress. I said, you like the dress? He said, I mean, I know I ain't really got, you know what I'm saying? I realize I ain't got really much on, but no, I really do like the dress. I'm like, so I was like, okay, so you are aware that you don't look dressed for a job interview at a menswear store. It's like, yeah, but you know, I could do this. The interview just gets so much worse, right? So we're just gonna cut right there because I don't want. Hey, look, this is a 3-hour episode of just people I've interviewed. I'm telling you, it's a 3-hour interview. It's a 3-hour conversation we can have with just me talking. Like, so let me just cut to the chase. Dude, he eventually come back and be like, man, like, yo, they didn't hire me for the gig. He was like, I don't understand. That's what he told the other manager. I was off that day. He came in and asked if he got the job. No, nigga, you showed up in pajama bottoms pajama bottoms, a hoodie, and shoes you cut the grass in. Tell him you like the dress.
Okay, before you continue, what did he have on the second time he came?
That is the $1,000,000 question. And look, I don't have to ask, and I'm gonna follow up just to make sure because I wasn't there that day. But I was like, dude, and it was dude name. He was like, yeah. I was like, yo, I can't believe he came back. Like, why would he think he got the interview? I guess he thought it went really well. Like, I don't get it. Cut to the chase. Wayne, another young brother come in. I'm facing him at the interview, right? He's literally looking the other way as he answers every single question. Like, we did not make eye contact at all. When he came in, he kind of looked at me. So I got him to like, ooh, right here. But other than that, hey, so man, why you want to work here? Man, I think it would be a good opportunity for me to just, do something. Oh, okay, do something. All right. Well, do you like want to sell suits? Like we could be birthday parties and weddings here, but it could also be for court dates and funerals. Are you prepared to help people with like milestones events, no matter how positive or negative? Yeah, I could do that. I was like, all right, man, this interview is over, bro. So like this. Then, because we don't want to leave our black women out, believe black women, protect black women, love black women. No joke.
Hell yeah.
I hired three. I've hired 3 black women. I hired them. I had them at pay rates. I had them at rates that were higher than what they expected. Guess how many showed up on the first day?
None.
Absolutely none of them. One, I even gave her an extra $1 an hour because she said she had experience in the field and could work at any time. But she baited and switched me because after I told her, man, you sound like a great fit. I would love somebody with the experience. You can even help out in this other sector of the business. Fill out this application and we can see what we can do for you as far as getting you the money that you want, 1, and then 2, opportunity. I'm sure you heard this before, but I can be here virtually anytime. I can start tomorrow. I can start tonight, blah, 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 blah. She turns in her application, and it was my fault for not just believing people with their written word as their speaking word. I get her application. It says she can't work nights or weekends. I was like, but that was the whole purpose of you getting the extra money, one, and on top of your experience. And 2, I literally said, ideally, I would love a key holder for the store to give myself and the other manager a break because right now, when one of us is out, the other one got to work that whole day. So needless to say, interviewing us is pretty taxing. It's pretty taxing.
Okay, so I'll bring this up, and I'm not going to solely blame the schools. I'm going to blame our local school. I'm going to blame the Freeport Pretzels. We used to have, like, what happened to home economics? What happened to like with the career classes and stuff like that? So it's like they got rid of all of that. I remember best teacher in the world, Miss Kim Frick. She used to teach this class. It was called JILG. It was abbreviation for Job for Illinois Graduates.
Nice.
Where for 2 hours a day, we go to Miss Frick's class, and she would have she taught us how to fill out applications properly. Have certain people come in from, like, this guy is head of HR at a factory, and this lady, she owns her own boutique,
Mhm.
and they would come in and they would show you how to. So say like for instance, I supposed to dress like as you dress on your job. You know, you
Mhm.
dress down for the part. When you show up for work, you show up with the presentation of this is what you see. This is what I do.
Right. Exactly.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
And the guy broke down like, okay, you know, you can buy 3 pairs of slacks, 2 button-ups, and 4 coats, and now you have 9 outfits.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so gave us a whole breakdown on how to pursue life after graduating.
Mm-hmm.
These kids ain't got a fucking clue.
No, they do not.
Like
They do
you
not.
show up to a men's clothing store where we dress you for any type of occasion with some beat up ass shoes, some pajama pants, and a hoodie.
Yeah.
It was probably summertime. So why
Yeah.
do you have on a fucking hoodie?
Okay.
And you probably had the hood up as we're having this conversation.
That would have made it. That actually would have made it better. No, he had it down. And then I was like, he got a hoodie on.
And you come to this motherfucker looking like the Unabomber,
Yeah.
and you want me to hire you?
Yeah. Hey,
No.
yo, it's May, late May. One of the dudes I just mentioned showed up in like you know your fall coat, like your fall vinyl coat. Like it ain't real heavy, but when it's 50
heavy enough to keep
degrees,
the wind off of you.
yeah,
Heavy enough to keep the wind off of you.
he showed up in that and some jeans. I was like, fam, like what? I was like, you know what? I was like, apparently you got the shape up because the fro was decent, but fam, what is this? And unfortunately, the young ladies are no better.
Showing up with the bonnets.
Oh, hey, listen, you show up in the bonnet, I'm escorting you out. Like I'm escorting you out, but like you know that what a couple of them showed up like, yeah, I'm about to go to the hookah lounge after this, or like I'm just out kicking it. I figure I'll pull up for this job interview real quick, and it's just like, oh. And then unfortunately, the one that checked all the boxes because she was from our era, she lied. She lied on the application and lied to my face. I had to get rid of her. Like a lot of these people, one, I didn't give them offers, but unfortunately, because, and this is so wild too, because I felt as the leader of the store, and I talked to the owner about this. I was like, I need to get some women in here. I need to get some young ladies or just some women in here that have an affinity for dressing men or for well-dressed men that can compliment these guys to make them spend more. I was like, there's no real science to it. I hire some women, put them in this store. The men come in, whether they're with their wives or not, or they're just single, or it's prom season. If me telling them that this looks great is one thing. A girl that they might even find attractive, or just a girl that might be on their body just a little bit, will make them buy 2 or 3 more of these shirts. And that's when I'm like, and I'm here to drive sales. I got a staff of all dudes and one senior woman. And and literally is because I had to just hire the best people available. They end up having to be young men that were under 18 or under 19. I'm sorry, because I do got one that just turned 18. But it's just like, come on, man. I tried. I really tried. And it's so difficult when we don't have young people that are prepared to get money. And part of me believes that is because we've made money so passive, so easy, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of kids ain't out here just earning in general. Like, shoot, even my own daughter. I'm like, hey, look, well, why don't you earn this item that you want? Like, I'll just ask you guys for it. Like, who told you that? I was like, hey, look, you're gonna have to do something to get money out of me, because now you're at the age where I've already worked 2 years. She was like, well, this is the 1900s. I was like, okay. Now you're testing my gangster. Like, now you're testing my gangster. I was like, you're gonna figure out how hungry you about to be when it comes to me. Like, that's what you about to learn real quick.
Hey, I give you a super funny story. All right, so me and my girl, we like to go to like just quick getaway. Like, we just want to just go somewhere for the night, get some food that ain't from around here. We shoot up to Schaumburg, Illinois for the night, go do something up there, go to the mall, go shopping a little bit. But we mainly go up there because we just want to eat.
For sure.
Let's go up there, let's eat, spend the night, come back home the next day. Just a quick getaway.
For sure.
So we go up there, right? And we meet some friends up there. So we're in the friend's hotel room playing a drinking game. I don't remember what the name of this game was, but if I did, I will remind you, don't ever play it. Because an hour and a half into the game, I am fucked up. So I'm like, okay, I need to eat something. So we get on our phones. It just so happened it was a Harold's Chicken right across the street from the hotel.
Player.
So my girl, she ordered a thing of some Harold's she ordered online, thank God. So we get the confirmation, your chicken will be ready in 30 minutes. Boom. We wait the whole 30 minutes because the Harold's was literally, you jump the road. Harold's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk across, is a teenage boy behind the register. It's like 3 or 4 teenage kids just sitting in the lobby, not doing nothing. Mm. One of the kids ain't even got a shirt on that's sitting in the lobby. It's like 3 or 4 kids in the kitchen. I mean, I don't know who it was playing, but it was some young kid music,
Let's see. Nah.
It's loud as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they at work having a grand time, my boy.
Hey, look, for a Harold's off top by now, I'm canceling my order, but go ahead.
I mean, they in there having a grand time. So as we pull in, he was like, you did the online order? I'm like, yeah. He was like, give me like 10 more minutes. All right, cool. So we just sitting back just like this ain't even work. This a party. So the phone rings because somebody clearly wanted to order some chicken.
Mm-hmm.
My man's grabbed the receiver, bro. Hold the motherfucker back up. The phone rings again. I'm assuming it's the same people.
Mm-hmm.
He having a conversation with the kids that's in the lobby.
I see.
What? So about 10 minutes go by. They finally bring us our chicken. All right, cool. All right, y'all have a nice day. Y'all too.
Yeah, everybody. Just
everybody. Everybody. All y'all out here past curfew, but y'all in Harold's Chicken kicking it.
Man.
But as we're walking out of the door, guess what happens? The phone rings again.
Click. Oh no.
So I say that to say that, like, these kids, they don't have any work ethic.
Yeah, no.
They don't have any, like your daughter does the same shit my daughter does. All right, so AJ, look, I'm finna cook. You want to come in and no? I'll just eat it when you're done.
I'm like, what?
No, I'm saying, like, you at that age, it's time for you to start learning how to cook.
Yeah.
For what? I'll just buy my food. Oh, so y'all got it all figured out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, I love my kids. My kids know I love them, but I also have this rule that my kids know. I'll tell you what the consequences of your actions are,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll let you live them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you come back and you say, my daughter's standing here looking at me right now. When you when you come back and you say, "All right, Dad, I get it. Let's go ahead and learn these lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get started."
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to walk away. Whether you choose to follow what I'm saying or not, that's up to you. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm always here when you're ready to double back.
Yeah. Hey, to your point, my daughter will. I know when she quiet, she hurting. It's like, because any other time is blah 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 blah. Yep. But dad, but father, but dad, but father, and but some when I give her the game and some about it resonates in their spirit. It's like she knows, then she just be like, okay. And I was like, okay, bet she listening. That's it. Like she heard me. That's it. Like I feel like I've done my job today. I've done it.
Yes.
And that is it. But yeah, oh man, these youngsters got it so figured out that I can't wait for the first life curveball to hit them at 18. I can't wait. Because boy, from 12 to 14, have you figured it all out? You got it all figured out. It don't get no easier. Hey, if you ask my daughter, most likely she feel that it can be solved from her mama wallet, my wallet, or an app. She think as long as she got access to those three things, 2 wallets in the app, anything is possible. Oh, young lady, I can't wait for you to get your diploma and get out here and learn something different.
But hey, off the top of your head, can you remember one of the first aha moments that you had from when your parents was like, this, that, and the third, and you kind of waved it off until it actually happened to you in life?
I would probably say that happened. I was probably like 19 or 20. I was probably 19 to 20. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the situation that just glares at me right now, glares at me to this day. And to this day, I don't ask my mama for $1. Right? I'll ask her for nothing. She made me so mad. I want to cuss at my mama this day. She was always saying, and rest in peace of my grandma, she always say, like, hey, you know what? Even if it's only $5 a week, save. You know what I'm saying? Save your money. You don't want to be out here broke. You don't want to be out here doing nothing or having nothing. And I think I was already out of school housing. It was in my first crib. And for some reason, and I really don't remember it, I was probably just out just trying to kick it. I did not have all of my rent money and utilities. I didn't have it all. And even though I got paid every week too, which made it even worse. Now that I think about it, I was super reckless. It was wild for me to do this. But I was 20 years old. And my mom said, what? You ain't got it? Don't you make more than me? I told you, right? Right. So, because now I'm a grown man, Wayne. So now I'm almost bitch. Who the fuck you think? You know, like in my heart, you know what I'm saying? Because like this is no different from a girl at like subterranean trying to stun on me. Like she now became the bitch of the club in my mind. I never said none of this to my mom either. I did not cuss at my mom. I still have never cussed at my mom to this day. I'm in my 40s. But and then she was like, I told you to start saving. You need to be better with managing your money. I don't got it to give it to you all the damn time. I was like, oh my God, now she yelling at me like a child again. I was like, I'm a grown-ass man. I live in a high rise. It was so bad. And then and I was like, man, and just utter defeat. Oh, I gotta share another story now because actually I do remember something else. In utter defeat, I was just like, you know what? I got it. Like, don't even send nothing. I don't even care. Don't even send me nothing. Don't send me nothing no more. Like, I'm good. I got it. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I hung up. Now, truth be told, the money came. I did deposit that check and I used it. But I promised the guy, I was like, I'm gonna give you the money back. No, don't give it back. Don't give it back. And and so we went back and forth on that. And then and that was pretty much it. But you know what though? I'll tell you this. Hey, what's happening?
Get out of here.
Yeah, hey, what a great moment when we talk parenthood. Your child shows up. That's amazing. But I tell you what, this is one lesson I actually learned. And even though I was done wrong in this process by an adult, I never forgot this lesson. And the lesson was nobody likes a gossiping ass little boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And even though that situation came across because I was trying to tell a cousin about some bogusness that was coming their way, and then so they became over prepared, and then somebody else's mama got into this mix, cussed me out in front of everybody on Ottawa, because I ain't afraid, because I still don't mess with y'all. I be denying your Facebook requests for this reason to this day. and really made me feel small when I was looking out for family. To the older people, I'm gossiping and starting stuff. And so then that lesson for me was, you know what? I don't care if I do know. This ain't my business. Like, I am out of it, because whether I am trying to help somebody or doing what I feel is right, sometimes people got to take their own lumps, and I can't be a part of that. So that's the earliest lesson I learned, because we were still in like junior high school when that happened. Like, I was like in 8th and 9th grade when I learned that one. So that one came quick, and that one helped me out for 18 to 43 for sure.
Yeah, I most definitely had that one. My first one was kind of similar to your last one. Not those words per se, but basically the same words. Mind your motherfucking business. Regardless of what the situation is, if it ain't got nothing to do with you, avoid it. Because what ended up happening to me is, not only was I trying to protect a friend, at the end of the day, I ended up fighting both of them simultaneously.
Dang.
Because the way they spin it, the way they spun it was, I was the one gossiping. And in fact, the first guy, you said this about him out of fear of his retaliation, because I'm an open book. I told him, that's fucked up. I'm gonna let you know what you said, because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So he got to him first. Derek said this about you.
Wow.
So I'm walking home from school. They both approached me. So I'm like, oh, bet. All people present. Hey, he said, before I can even say it, they both arguing at me, saying that I'm the one that said it.
Wow. Yeah. See? Yep. Hey. Hey, and all of that because of fear. But go ahead.
So what I've learned, you start gossiping, I'm gonna go this way.
Yep. Facts.
I ain't heard nobody say shit. I ain't heard nothing. Therefore, I don't know nothing. Therefore, I can't tell nothing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like I have to do the shit to my mom all the time. Oh, did you hear about it? Nope. Talk to you later.
Like, sure didn't. Didn't hear none of
Nope. Oh, let me tell you. Nope. Talk to you later.
that. Like, did you hear that? No, I didn't. That passed me. Didn't make my desk. Didn't know.
No. Don't want to know.
No, not at
So,
all.
so let's go to talk about something else. Let's just end this conversation right now.
Yep, absolutely. That's the
Let me
best bet.
let me tell you how the kids are.
Like, let me tell you some stuff I know.
Like I got a buddy. I love this guy to death, man. He's a very, very good friend of mine.
Mm,
And I have to tell him all the time, mind your fucking business.
mm.
If something goes on in town, my phone will ring immediately. Did you hear about? No. Why? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And neither should you.
yeah,
And he finds himself in so much trouble because he just won't mind his fucking business.
yeah, man. Hey, it's the most valuable lesson you can learn, and whether it is running the fade or just being wrongfully accused, I think you do. Everybody does need the traumatic experience or the drama that comes with learning the lesson, because after that, I was like, man, like I even got like offended at like the word gossip being attached to me. And I was just like, oh man, okay. I was like, okay. Like, no, y'all ain't gonna never hear
I,
from me again.
I mean, there's nothing good that comes behind that word being attached to your name.
Yeah, at all. At all.
Like, don't get me wrong. Whitney Williams made millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
gossiping. Look where that got her.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, at what cost though? Yeah.
Yeah, at what cost? Like, was it worth it? I don't think so.
No, not at all. Not to me either. Not to me either, man. So yeah. So no, talking about valuable lessons learned, that was definitely the very first one. But between gossiping and money management, oh man, nothing burned my soul than those two things in my coming of age years. I'll tell you that. I tell you that.
Hey, I tell you what though, that makes room for another good show.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about when we first left the nest.
Oh. I'm bugging. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that for sure. We're gonna do that for sure. For sure.
That's a hell of a show right there.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all gonna enjoy that one. Y'all gonna enjoy that. Before we get out of here though, because I said it was something worse. We're gonna rewind back. I said it was something worse than being the like on the latitude, like the black people clicking together and we ain't doing this or whatever. Versus I forget the other one. Oh, the ones that just like, just insubordinate, just beyond belief. You know what is the worst to me though? And this is why I'm probably deemed as heartless to a lot of people that I manage and lead alongside with, as well as for sob stories for me. You want to know something that do not work? It is sob stories. And it's because I've lived long enough to see them all fail. All of them. There ain't a sob story that makes any sense. And for me, it's the details. It's the details. Because to be real, even though I do have a reputation of being a very warm, open, and safe space, I will admit people come to me and they divulge a lot of information, share a lot of stories because one, my lips don't yap. Thanks, Mom. But also because, I've never been a person to judge anybody, But some of you out there, when, you come to an interview when you're talking about how, man, 2008 was so difficult for me, it was the housing crisis, but then, I had 7 people die of cancer in my family, and then my dog had scoliosis, and then, I was hit by a car, and they thought they would have to amputate my foot, but luckily, by the grace of God, I was healed. So, I still got my foot, but I'm just a little slew foot. I'm it's kind of like clubbed, but I can still wear regular shoes. But I'm just trying to make it, man. I'm just trying to do the best that I can with what I have. And if you just give me this opportunity, I know that I'll do what's right, and I'll do the best thing for you. And then, like us all, I'm sure you've been there before also, Wang. You've probably given that person a chance. You know what? I kind of feel sorry for homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to add on to the pile. You dig? And then, they late the first day. Oh man, hey bro, man, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. You know, um, my auntie, she said she was gonna be up for me. I had an interview like this too recently too. So now we're just tying everything together because it all makes sense. He was like, yeah, my auntie, she said that she was gonna take me to work. And this is what happens when I'm just around people that ain't got no ambition. They don't want to be nothing. And they don't want to see me come up and be success. And then I started saying like, oh, wait a minute, hold on now. See, your auntie, she living her life. She's not responsible for yours. So see, in the midst of your sob story, what you're showing me is lack of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
You not who you need to be to get the things that you say you want out here. That ain't nobody's fault but your own. So me personally, the people that have the Tyler Perry movie, the people that have the Tyler Perry movie, the ones that have the dramatics with their intro and presentation, I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to respectfully just wish you the best of blessings on your future endeavors. I will never and no longer hire anybody, male or female. I don't care if your kids is in the car with the windows up and it's 90. I don't care. I'm not hiring you. You should go to Amazon or anywhere else that has just rotating employment available, because I officially, because of what I've been through, don't believe none of it. I've given every single type of sob story a chance. From my girl left with all the kids. I just got out of jail 3 days ago. I'm just trying to start a better life. I was actually homeless, or I am homeless. But one of my homies is putting me up for a little while to help me get on my feet. There's a lot of things. And you know what? My family has prepared me and jaded me on this as well. Because some of you low expectation having niggas that be out here begging, that think the best way for you to come up is to hitch a ride on somebody's back. Oh, I'm watching you. And unfortunately, you disgust me the most. So I just want that clear. That's at the top for me. All the sob stories. Hey, look, you got so many sob stories, you should buy a Toyota.
I gotta agree with you on that, but not even to go into the story because we already been going for a while. Had a guy hit me with the sob story. Felt bad for him. Felt real bad for him. And then especially where he was working at. And I'm like, I know he don't want to work here for real. So maybe given the opportunity, give him a real job. The motherfucker showed up for work on time, dressed for the part. The job consisted of one 10-minute break, a 30-minute break, another 10-minute break. We don't allow you to take that 10-minute break until you're 2 hours into your shift.
Facts.
He went outside to take his 10-minute break, and I never saw that motherfucker again.
Yo, that's crazy.
You begged me on top of all of this, man. I'm trying and I don't want to do, and you made it 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You left it, bro. To this day, I have not seen him again.
like you didn't even just see him passively. Like you didn't see him at Walmart, Cubs, nowhere.
I ain't seen him at the store. I ain't seen him in passing in a car. I ain't seen him out just walking. I have not seen him since this day. That's been 3 years.
Wow.
I don't know if he got some bad news and he just had to bail out and leave town or what it was. 2 hours in,
Yeah.
we see. I hear over the walkie-talkie. Hey, has anybody seen the new guy with the weird haircut? Because he did have a weird ass haircut. Like he had like a level 1. He had waves on the top, right? But going across his hairline was just a bunch of parts that went around the back of his head like pinstripes.
Yo.
Like it was like the Vanilla Ice joint, but it just went all the way around. Yo, so you only been here 2 hours, so nobody knows your name yet.
Right.
Has anybody seen the tall guy that just started with the weird haircut? Damn, I ain't seen Buddy got it. And the crazy part is, I can't remember his name, but I know him from his haircut.
like doing an MC Hammer entourage.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You know him from the hair. Like Nelly's man, you know him from the Jason mask. You don't know him. You just know him from you know him from some type of little antic.
Yeah.
We go to the cameras. All right, he's working. All right, like he's headed towards the front door. All right, maybe he went took his break. And what would happen, because we were on third shift, people that were new to third shift would think they could go out to their cars and relax, but their body would just, all right, it's sleepy time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, maybe he went to the car, he dozed off. It happens all the time. No harm, no foul. We go out there, we wake him back up. Oh, my bad, man. We know. Let's just get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So we go out and we're like, okay, where he went about that direction. So we walk out, we looking at all the cars. So the other supervisor, Jason, was like, wait, let's use the other camera. Let's see what car he came in and see if that car went back out.
Okay. All right, Jason, you thinking. All right.
So we look at the camera. We're like, okay, all of those cars are still in the parking lot. That white Ford 400 is not in the parking lot anymore. Okay, let's go back to the camera and see what time he left out. Okay, so he left out. It was like 1:45 when he left out the building. 1:47, that Ford was headed out the motherfucking building.
Heck no. Oh,
let's go ahead and let's chalk Buddy up. It's a dub. He couldn't cut it. But like I said, that was 3 years ago, maybe before.
He was just like, hey, yo.
He was just like, nah, I'm out. And I have not seen that man since then. And I used to see him all the time.
Wow. Hey, check Sterling. I just feel like this is going to be the place. Just check Sterling. Oh man. Hey, one day we're going to have a conversation about how you black men get yourselves the white girl and you just relocate to somewhere where you're like one of 8 black people. But that's a different story for another day, man. Hey, look, this is made in the 1980s. This has been fun. This is a lot of fun. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in and listening to the show, watching the show. Man, it's always appreciative. We thank you so much. And until next time, it's always love.